So yesterday we were talking about getting these spacers in and correcting our alignment a little bit until we get the different lips and barrels. So this morning we're slapping the spacers on, kind of doing an eyeball alignment, and then we're going to try to hang the rear fenders on, really see what this thing looks like as a car. And then found some pinch weld seal for the front fenders that we can do. Doors are almost done. They're a huge pain in the ass. Don't recommend ever doing your own VW doors. Aside from that, yeah, we're just plugging away on things. Small stuff. Hopefully get this thing looking right. A little bit of camber in the back. Correct the toe a little bit. And then
what came in this morning?
Oh, we got 1.5-inch hub-centric billet wheel spacers in from American Muscle. Because it's all Mustang stuff. So they're actually only like $50, so it wasn't too bad. Our plan is not to run spacers. Nobody likes running spacers for an extended period of time. So this will give us an idea of what we need to do to remedy the situation.
What's Kyle?
Kyle is adjusting the toe. The toe is adjusted.
Guessed. It is guessed.
It looks way better.
See if it still fits with this mic.
This socket could ever make up its goddamn mind.
Adjusted the toe, the camber. How's it looking?
Better.
A lot closer. We're just eyeballing it right now, but 3/8 more adjustment on our toe heim, and we have like 1 inch both ways on our camber rod. So, and it's cambered out a lot right now. It's at least 5 degrees.
And we're working within a window right now. So obviously you have your push rod on the back, which is another boundary, but then this fender goes from here all the way to the door. So we're working within a window of not hitting the push rod and getting it as close to the top of that fender as we can, because the previous car, probably can't say the previous dummy that did this car, he cut these 1/4 1/8 too high. So our fender, it barely peaks here. So we have a fender seal that should cover that up. But I mean, he just went too high and we're having to deal with it. I mean, to fix that, we would have had to just basically use our donor car as the shell. And that wasn't the plan. The plan was to have redemption off of this car. So,
Or put 20 bows on it.
Or put 26x12s, brother.
It's real close to the lip.
Yeah, these ones are different.
Did I get it in the right spot?
Yeah. Might need to roll these bad the same way we rolled the fronts, with a hammer.
Other guns one only goes 40 psi or 40 torque.
That looks crazy.
40 torquers.
Put nutserts in the bottom of the frame. Those can go in too.
M6s?
I believe so. I believe. I think it's because this side can't slide because of the pedestal.
Whatever.
So the goal for when this thing airs out is these are the original air ducts that would feed the air-cooled motor in the back. We've explained before, but like we put in the air duct, we put our batteries, but we're hoping that when this airs out and through these gills, you're going to be able to just see the lip of the wheel all the way up in the top. So, or close to the top. It won't be at the top because once, as previously stated, got a little too high, but it fits nice in there.
Clearance with that spacer. But I think it gets better
As you go lower. Well, yeah, if you think about it, as it goes lower, that lip, you can see it in there.
Discount on Frigidaire or something. Maybe look at mini fridges. Fits a lot better than it did before. I don't know where we got lost in translation when we ordered the wheels, but we were 1.5 inches off somehow.
Yeah, I mean, we also ordered the wheels while we were building everything, so
yeah,
it was hard.
It's very true.
Hard to get exact specs when you're building an entire suspension and have to order wheels 4 months ahead of time to get them. So, I mean, it's our fault, but at the end of the day, like, that's unfortunately part of the process, and that's the nice thing about 3-piece wheels is we can split these and make them right. The fenders fit really good. We have to trim a couple things off the bottom, like the front side, because we can't air all the way out because there's kind of like a drop pinch weld that we need to get rid of. I mean, it's the look we were going for the whole time. These things are dumped inside that wheel well. So this thing rolling down the street's going to just look insane. Probably going to have to remove the fender to remove the wheel because I don't see how you could get it off of that hub and down and with how low it is in general, because even at full ride height, you're probably still going to be tucking 4 inches of wheel. Right now, we're tucking about 7, 8. And yeah, it just looks crazy. So
may very well be the same in the front, too.
Yeah. But the nice thing about the front is you could push those linear actuators out, and then you'd have your extra room, hopefully, to pop them off. But no, this thing's going to be a street sweeper. It's going to be making ants duck. So, yeah, we're just going to keep plugging away. We'll probably try to hang the front fenders today as well and get some pictures of this thing outside. We got some stuff to shuffle around. But, yeah, with the glass in, the hatch, and the hood's on now, we could probably throw the front apron on as well with our duck bill and just get an idea of what this car will look like. Crazy to call it a car because it's been a chassis for so long, but no, it's super sick and we are excited. This little lip that sits on the bottom of the fender, this is a 1/4 inch, like 3/8 of an inch too much. Car's gonna lay all the way on the ground. So this would, I mean, these fenders are so tinny that this probably would have like caused a crinkle or something weird, which, I mean, if you look at the back of the fender isn't an issue, but just easier to put it on when everything just slides in.
Frisbee out of reach.
These are in there.
It's like
Gotta go up a little. You okay?
yeah.
He said it popped up randomly on his YouTube, our videos. Touching?
This one seemed to line up better, but I can't even get this one in.
It literally just pinches in here. Pinches. Where'd the hardware go for that thing? I know it was specific. Pacific.
I'm a weak boy.
Don't lose the plastic piece.
I know. They're on the ground. Last one.
Do we do those first or these first?
I think we gotta do these first because these are such.
You're out of state traveling to a show, and someone at a gas station while you're getting gas all the way just fucking comes up and tell you that.
That'll be wild.
Good. We're on the right track.
All right, I think you can start fucking with it.
That's a great name for a fucking Euro car. That you fucking like just
I don't know, hit the table.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, they have different mediums they blast with, so it doesn't create pitting.
I mean like say you don't actually
I don't know. It's somewhere.
Layer.
This is like just a generic Amazon pinch welt seal that, as these fenders sit here and pivot off of the linear actuators, it was known to like rub. Last thing we want to do is mess with the paint. So we're going to add a little rubber seal to it to hopefully eliminate as much of that as possible. Oh, this one was just in here. I was looking for it. Hopefully that's long enough. It should be. You're good. Is it?
Yeah.
Hold up. Gotta go down.
I think this one needs to be trimmed too.
Good.
Ready for your thoughts?
Everything went back together. It's the first time doing it since the car was painted, so there's a little anxiety with that, but a couple things had to be adjusted, a couple seals had to go on, but overall it goes together just like it did prior to paint. So Kyle said it doesn't look as cool now. Kind of beg to differ. It's just like a wolf in sheep's clothing, kind of. That's the whole point, is you want it to look like just a normal, ratty, mix match type 3 squareback, and then you even scratch the surface a little bit, and it just starts unveiling itself. And I think, like, it on the ground, you'll know already that some crazy stuff has happened. Especially the fact that it's on 18s is wild. But yeah, it's a vision come to reality every day.
Good.
50. That one at.
Good question.
Good. You gonna be able to get under that with an Allen wrench and put that fender on?
Maybe.
The M6 is over there for it?
Which one?
Ground.
Shit.
A little heavier.
I would say so.
What kind of hair? No, in. Oh, it's like the striker. Go in just a hair. Why doesn't it want to go?
Smaller than that.
Is it just that thing?
I don't know what it is.
Let me loosen these real quick though.
Sure that seal's peeling out of the bottom.
We can trim them. Oh yeah, it looks like a car.
Still gotta adjust the door a bit.
Yeah, the doors with all the brand new seals kind of fit weird. Waiting on a few different seals to come in, like for the pop outs behind the doors, but there's real no reason to break it completely down again until we get our motor. But even then, it'll probably just be the hood and fenders off. And at the end of the day, we're really happy with the way it came out. Looks really good. The rear fenders, we were kind of worried about the way it aired out before, but the fenders kind of created a better line than we thought it would. So the way it sits is incredible. It's a little lower than we thought it might be, but yeah, I mean, fix those rear wheel specs and keep doing all the small stuff. Like we were just talking about wiring it for the show. It won't have a motor, but we could have a fully charged battery and wire it to air up and air down and maybe do a couple other things. But it's yeah. If it looks like this and it drives at the end, we'll be more than happy. Yeah, I mean, the best thing you can do for the channel is to keep watching our videos and share it with a friend. Can't really ask you to do more than that, and we'll see you guys next time.
Follow us for more videos.
Now we gotta figure out how to air it back up.
What? Oh. It's got electrolytes?
The car? Yeah.
It's what plants crave. But yeah. Or maybe it could be a biodiesel and then it is craving plants.
Then it is craving plants.
Yeah.